Is coming back to St. Sabina. Today, the Archdiocese reinstated him, wrapping up a several months-long investigation into decades-old sex abuse allegations.
WGN's Patrick Elwood live on the South Side with reaction from members of Flagler's Parish. Patrick?
Ray and Micah, good evening to you. A 5-month-long investigation. He returns back to his ministry today. And as the activist priest gets ready to go back to work, he says he's promising more dedication, more passion to his vocation than ever before.
I am innocent of those charges and accusations. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am to God and to all those who prayed for me and supported me during this painful time.
Promising he would return when the accusations were first made, Father Michael Flagler gave thanks to his supporters outside St. Sabina today. 3 men came forward accusing Father Flagler of inappropriate conduct, which began in the 1970s while he was in the seminary. 2 of the men, our brothers now living in Texas, alleged the priest molested them dozens of times over several years, starting in their preteens. They have hired an attorney. A 3rd man followed who said Flagler made unwanted sexual advances toward him when he was 18. Flagler steadfastly denied their charges, but Cardinal Cupich removed him from ministry as the Archdiocese investigated the charges made. Against the firebrand, activist pastor who has never shied away from controversy, whether it was charges of systemic racism or the gun violence that plagues Chicago streets. Cupich issued a statement today which reads in part, quote, "The review board has concluded that there is insufficient reason to suspect Father Flagler is guilty of these allegations. Having given careful consideration to their decision, which I accept, I now inform you that I am reinstating Father Flagler to his position of senior pastor of the faith community of St. Sabina," unquote.
We're going to wreak hell on the devil and everything he's done.
It's now back to work with more vigor than ever, says Father Flagler.
The violence in this city is out of control. It is out of control. We're going to get more aggressive against the violence. I'm going to become more aggressive against guns. And we are going to continue to fight every injustice we see.
So the attorney representing the 2 brothers who accused Father Flagler issued a statement. It reads in part, quote, "They provided detailed accounts of the sexual molestation as well as information that only these victims would be aware of. My clients not only corroborated each other, but both clients underwent polygraph examinations and passed. Additionally, the sexual abuse was corroborated by a 3rd victim who was in no way connected to the brothers," unquote. It should be noted that all 3 men did not file a lawsuit against Flagler or the church. They registered a complaint, which was then investigated. Coming up at 10 o'clock, an update on this story, including the Hollywood producer, Father Flagler says, who reached out to him today after hearing the news that he is going back to his ministry. Live in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood tonight, Patrick Elwood, WGN News. Ray and Micah, back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Patrick.